We're set up on the tripod. Morning, day 23. Coming along the trail, we came along this sign that says Tobermory 221 kilometers, Niagara 664. But you know what? I'm kind of thinking that's not quite right, because from Owen Sound, it's 250 kilometers to Owen Sound. I think that sign should say 321. But hey, I don't know. I'm just passing by. But I do want to tell you about something else. Today, I have someone who's very, very special, a celebrity, if you will, hiking with me. Right behind me is Linda Murphy. Look at that. Now this lady, she is a PCT hiker. About, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks ago, she finished the PCT. What an amazing lady, and I am so honored and delighted that she chose to hike with us today. Amazing. Okay, let's keep going. Grey Sable Conservation Authority, Greersville Management Area. Okay, we're gonna cross this country gravel road. Wow, that's a nice view. And continue across the other side. Okay, moving right along here. Still day 22. Mid-afternoon now, probably around 2:30, quarter to 3-ish. Had my lunch a little while back, and that was good. With my coffee, I was ready for that. So it's not a blisteringly long day today by any means. It was about 2 kilometers to get back on trail, and then maybe 22, 23 kilometers on trail to where I'm going to stop tonight. So that being said, we're looking at about a 25 kilometer day, maybe 23 kilometers on trail. So that's okay. That's fine. We are following the Bruce Trail right next to the Walters Falls Inn. If you can hear the rushing water in the background, that is the Walters Falls themselves. And in a few moments, we're going to take our first look at the Walters Falls. But this is a perfect place to stay if you're looking at a through hike on this, or a section hike or whatever, or an overnight day hike on this trail, right here at the Walters Falls Inn. It really is a nice location. So, let's go over to this side here, and right now, you can take your first look at the Walters Falls. Quite stunning. Now, you can climb down to the bottom, which I've done many times to photograph these falls. I'm not doing that today, but I have done many times. But look at the view you get from here. It's amazing. What an absolutely beautiful view of the falls, the rapid rivers, the wilderness. It's absolutely perfect. So right now we've just met with Leo, my trail angel, here at Walters Falls. Now there's Leo. He's having a great conversation with Linda there. They're hitting it off really well. I've resupplied. I've got all the supplies I need now to get me through to Owen Sound, where I'll actually meet Leo again. I will be making contact with him down the road. So yeah, once again, a big thank you to my trail angels. They're so important to the success of my through hike right here. I'm going through my 1,010 kilometers on the Bruce Trail. Hey, my trail angels are amazing. Hi Leo.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for being my trail angel, Leo. It's been so important. And as I mentioned earlier, we have with us Linda. Now, Linda is just a celebrity. She's an amazing young lady, and she also has a goal. She has a quest. Linda, will you tell us a little bit about your goal and about your quest and about your cause, please?
Yes, I am an advocate for women and children who suffer from domestic violence, and I ventured out to the Pacific Crest Trail and hiked over 3,000 kilometers from Mexico to Canada. I had a goal of $25,000, and we're currently sitting at $26,900, and I've just returned and have come out for a day with Gary to continue working my trail legs, and I will continue to raise funds and awareness for those who suffer from domestic violence. And you can watch my YouTube channel. Is that okay if I give a plug?
Do it.
Please
go for it, girl.
Just go to YouTube and plug in Hiking Home for Shelter, and you can follow along from day 1 to day 171, which is how long it took me to hike the PCT. And you see beautiful scenery, great, I think pretty decent photography, and sometimes emotional commentary, but don't worry, I survived, and hopefully you find it entertaining, educational. It helps you get out, get healthy, and on the trail.
And what about your trail name? Why don't you tell us what that is?
My trail name is Diddley.
Diddley, there you go. Trail name Diddley. How did you get that trail name?
I got that by the 3rd morning that I came out of Campo, California, north from the border. And there was a guy who was hiking with us, and a friend of his was always the last one ready, and I was always the last one ready, and he's standing there with his pack on ready to go, and he says, "Man, you two are real diddly putzers in the morning. You're diddly, you're putzer." So the other guy didn't like being called a putz, but I said diddly. Oh, that's kind of fun.
There you go, trail name Diddley.
Yeah, it kind of suits me. I usually am running a little behind schedule at all times.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that story. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much indeed. Well, day 23 so far has proven to be a very, very, very exciting day. It's around 3:30 or so in the afternoon. We're about 20 kilometers in for the day, hoping to get a little more here. So yeah, Linda Murphy in person. Wow, what a great day, what a great honor to be hiking with Linda Murphy today. Again, she just finished the PCT. Great personality, great efforts, great stories, and it was such an honor, and I'm so proud to have hiked with her today. Leo, my trail angel, what a guy, absolutely amazing. Would do anything for a person, super nice man, and it's a pleasure to know him. And yeah, I will see him again in Owen Sound. He kept some of the things in the supply box for me to pick up in Owen Sound, things that I didn't need today. So in about 3 days I'll be in Owen Sound. It was 77 kilometers from Walters Falls to Owen Sound. So maybe 2.5 days-ish, 3 days. We'll see, depending on how we can make out here. Rain. Well, I just took my raincoat off. It's been on and off rain, rumbles of thunder in the distance, and there'd been some high winds, hence my lack of recording for a while. The winds seem to have subsided a little bit now, but the weatherman really is calling for the next several days to be rainy, so whether that's constant, on and off, time will tell. So far, we're doing good. Hey, it's I believe it's day 23, September the 25th. Gary here, trail name Jasper, on my 1,010 kilometer northbound through hike of the Bruce Trail. Okay, let's keep going. The end of the day 23, I'm just trying to find where there's no glare. We find ourselves at the Bagna Marsh Management Area. We're right here. Tomorrow we will continue on the Bruce Trail all the way along here. I'm not sure how far we'll get, but we'll be heading towards Owen Sound. From Owen Sound, after maybe a zero, I'm not sure, we're going to head all the way around the Wyerton Peninsula here, Big Bay, all to Wyerton, and then we will continue into the Bruce Peninsula itself. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Over here, you see my backpack, my hiking poles and a rock. I think that rock right there next to my backpack is going to be my dinner table. And I think right in here, this little grassy section here, right about here is where I'm going to put my tent tonight. There is a major highway, or a highway, which is, I think it's called Grey 18. This is the parking area at the entrance to this marsh kind of area, or park area, if you will, reserve. So this is the highway that's across from me. So it's Grey Road 18. So yeah, this is where we're going to spend the night. And you know what? I don't think anybody's going to bother me here. It's cloudy. It's Wednesday. On a Saturday night or a Sunday night or Friday night, maybe tourists. I don't think so tonight. Cloudy, kind of damp in the air. It's about 6:10 at the evening right now. So I'm not going to put my tent up just yet. I'm going to have some dinner, do a few little things, relax a bit, drink some coffee, which I'm running short of. And then I'm going to get ready, get my tent ready. So that's it. That's pretty much the end of day 23. Tomorrow, day 24. And we continue. We're doing fine. So yeah, just to kind of finish off day 23, I just thought I'd show you my camp setup for today. It's pretty much standard for kind of somewhat stealth camping along the Bruce Trail. As you can see, the highway's right there. But I'm kind of well tucked in a little bit, and the design and shape of my tent, primarily the color, it really does blend in. And once it gets dark, nobody will know it is here, and nobody will come down here once it's dark, I'm sure. So yeah, I just wanted to show you day 23 or night 23 now, my camp set up for the night. Night night, everybody. Sleep tight. Okay, so last night we camped right at the entrance of the Bangor Marsh, and that's where we're starting out this morning. Right now we're walking through the Bangor Marsh. It's really quite interesting. Marshland, wooden walkways, lots of kind of nesting boxes, and even though I am myself not particularly seeing a huge amount of wildlife, I've seen some ducks. I'm sure at certain times that there's a lot of wildlife here, especially waterfowl. There's observation platforms where you can get up high and sit. Like there's one coming up here on my left, kind of in the trees there. And I think the idea is you can get up there and sit and just kind of be quiet and still and watch the wildlife in its everyday kind of habitat. So yeah, take a look at this. Really, really quite interesting. An amazing way to start the day. And that's the walkway that I just came from. This is the trail where I'm going, which turns this way according to that blaze, which is fine. And another blaze down here, which is fine too. Although that was confusing because there was a blaze over there. But anyhow, I think we're good. Yeah, it probably just goes the same way. Okay, just loops around. Two trails going to the same place. Okay, so yeah, anyhow, as I said, it's day 24. Gary here, trail name Jasper. Welcome to my channel. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully today's going to be exciting. I had to kind of pack up in a little bit of a rush this morning. It did rain at about 4 o'clock for maybe an hour and a half till around 5:30, and at 6 I got up and it was still dark, but I kind of start to get ready at that time. And you know, with the daylight hours the way they are right now, about 7 to 7:30 I can get on the trail. Today it was 7:22. I packed up my tent quickly because I could hear the rumbling of thunderstorms in the distance, and I thought, well, it's only going to get worse, it's not going to get better then. So I dried off what I could quickly, packed up. I did have my breakfast, which this morning I had a banana, which by the way, was courtesy of Linda Murphy yesterday. Remember our celebrity guest? Well, she did bring me, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but she did bring me some Trail Magic. And I was so delighted to get that. She brought me potato chips. Oh boy. 3 bananas. Amazing. Thank you. Wanted the bananas big time. And a bag, which I ate probably half of last night with my potatoes, but a bag of fresh spinach with shredded carrot. You just kind of mix that in with your instant potato mix. It's great. And you're getting your greens. Spinach is good. Your veggies. So anyhow, this morning I had oatmeal, a granola bar, and one of my bananas. And again, that was courtesy, the bananas was courtesy of Linda. So thank you, Linda. Okay. Day 24 is probably going to be wet, although not necessarily, because it looked like it was clearing, and on the weather report it looked like it was clearing a little bit. Although I did learn something from Linda. Don't look at the weather report. Whatever you get, deal with it and carry on, basically. But I did cheat and look at the weather report, and they had it clearing with sunshine. So I'm glad about that. 60 kilometers along the trail to Owen Sound. At Owen Sound, I probably will take my first zero. A zero being a day where you don't actually hike. My first zero of this hike, and that's because of, I do really think I need to change my pack. The internal frame is poking through the sides, and a lot of it's just failing. But we'll talk about that when we do gear reviews at the end of this. We'll talk about the gear I'm using and the pros and cons, the goods and bads, what I'd use again and what I wouldn't. So yeah, I've got other things to pick up. Got a bit of an infection, I think, from maybe a spider bite on my left foot, which is quite sore. I don't have polysporine with me, but I do have alcohol swabs, and I gave it a good alcohol swabbing last night, which stung like a bugger, but did seem to help. So I have to make sure I get polysporine. I need to get my Tupperware container replaced, because I did leave that behind and I use it a lot. And yeah, maybe just some town food for a day and that kind of thing. So yeah, probably a zero in Owen Sound. I should get there within about 2 days. This trail's confusing through here today. Today's, I think, it's Thursday. So if I can do 2:30s, I could get there by tomorrow night, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think I'll get there Saturday morning and then maybe spend, well, we'll see. Saturday night anyhow in a motel, but maybe Sunday night too. We'll see how it works out. Okay. We're going to try to put down a few miles here. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So we just came down there, and whenever you see a rope on the side of a trail, you know it's going to be tricky. And we come through here into this crevice. Lots of light though. Sunlight's just pouring right in here, which is great. Wow. What an amazing place. Just look at that. Yeah. This is where we came from. Through there. And this is where we're hopefully going. Through here. Little tricky. Very, very, very sleepy. Look through there. Wow. Yeah, this Sydenham section is really interesting, challenging, to say the least. Very, very challenging indeed. But also so very interesting. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put you away so I can concentrate on this. Right now, we're inside one miserable thunderstorm. Heavy rain, hail. I've got my rain cover on my backpack. In fact, I've got two on there. And of course my pack is lined with a compactor bag. I've donned my rain jacket and my cap, which I like in the rain. Temperature dropped like, wow, 20 degrees instantly. But we'll continue down the trail. The only other option is to stand still, because there's really nowhere else to go right now. So we'll continue down the trail. Hopefully it's just a passing thunderstorm. Hopefully it's not anything that's going to sit in here all day. Okay, we're going to keep going. Well, the thunderstorm, it was hard, it was fast. Hailstone, heavy winds, heavy rains, and the temperature dropped by 20 degrees. Then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone. Beautiful sunshine. Take a look around. Little country road. What a beautiful place to be. And the only difference is it's about 20 degrees cooler than it was an hour ago. So obviously a cold front came through. So that's probably going to change the sleeping kind of technique, if you will. Up to now, I haven't been using very much of my sleeping garments, just because on a night my sleeping bag, which remember I changed out in Collingwood to my warmer one, has been fine. Tonight, who knows? Maybe I'll need my sleeping leggings and my sleeping socks. Who knows? We'll see. But you know what? So far we're doing fine. The hike continues. It's a beautiful little country road. In fact, that's the first vehicle I've seen since I've been on here. So it's peaceful, it's quiet. I'm glad to be on the country road because I'm out in the sunshine and it is warming me and drying my raincoat and so on, my shoes, my shorts. That's fine. Okay. Looks like we're going to make a turn up here to the right because I can see a blaze telling us to do so, and that's also what the map tells us to do. So everything is looking fine for now, I hope. Now right here, the end of day 24 approaches quickly, and this little spot right here is an old abandoned, well, it's not abandoned, the farm's active, it's on a farm, but the pen isn't. And I'm thinking right down there would be a spot for my tent for the night. Reasonably sheltered, it's out of the way. I don't see the farmhouse right here, although there are farmhouses a few miles down the road, but I don't think anybody's going to know I'm here. And again, as always, I'd leave no trace that I was here. So yeah, I'm thinking this little area right in here, it's fenced around, then there's some tall grass before a country road, probably 100 yards away. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. This is probably gonna be my campsite for the night. And it'll be just fine. Okay. Bye-bye. Good morning. Well, yep, today is day, let me see, 25. That's got to make it September 27th. So yes, today is day 25 of my 1010 kilometer northbound through hike of the Bruce Trail here in Ontario, with a group of selected side trails just to take my hike over 1,000 kilometers, simply because that's what I wanted to do. I've taken the fly sheet off my tent. I've packed everything out of my tent. I'm packing up. This is where I spent the night. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful little kind of compound, if you will, in a farmer's field. Nice, hidden, just off the trail. My breakfast table. my stove, my backpack. I'm having oatmeal this morning. Oh yeah. Got my fly sheet just kind of drying off the condensation, which is done. But look at the sky. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? Wow. The trees in the midground. Oh, beautiful. Hey, it's going to be a great day. Or at least, I hope so. We're about 30 kilometers away from Owen Sound. We're going to be heading there and arriving there later on today, probably early evening. Depending on the terrain, how the hike goes today, but we have 30k to do. I'm hoping tomorrow, with the assistance of my absolutely most amazing trail angel, Leo. What a guy. Wow, I can't thank Leo enough, but he's going to take me around to a store tomorrow, a Sports Check. I'm hoping to change my pack. Sports Check isn't a #1 location for backpacks, but they do have a good selection of backpacks, so I'm hoping I can find one that I can change or replace mine with, because mine's just failing drastically and I've still got quite a ways to go on this hike. But I'm spending 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow night, in Owen Sound, so I am taking a 0 tomorrow. Yes. But hey, I'm going to have my breakfast, oatmeal. I'm going to have my coffee. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye. So, since yesterday morning, early, when we left the Bagnor marsh, I have seen no water sources whatsoever, as far as natural water sources. Yesterday afternoon, or late afternoon, early evening, I did get 1 liter of water from a farmhouse hose pipe. That got me through the night, and for coffee and oatmeal for breakfast this morning. Since then, again, it's now almost noon, midday on day 25, still no water. So just behind me, about half a mile, I did exactly the same thing at a home where there's nobody home. I filled a liter out of their hose pipe again. But there just seems to be very few natural water sources in this little section that I'm in here. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because if it is, it would mean I'd have to carry more water, and nobody really likes carrying water as much as we need it, because it's so damn heavy. Anyhow, not much I can do about that, but it's just the way it is. Seems to be kind of a dry area for some reason. Oh well, let's keep going. Coffee. So right now it's around 11:15, day 25. We did get that liter of water I just mentioned earlier, so we are having a, let's call it a second breakfast early lunch, which in this case is cereal with a coffee, which is fine. Food supplies are low, which is okay, because tonight we arrive at Owen Sound, which is one of our resupply locations, so that's good. So you know what, a perfect location, a corner of a farmer's field, forest to my left, farm crops to my right, very, very pretty. In fact, I'm going to show you a very pretty location. Very pretty. Just a farm field, barns, maybe farm homes in the distance. Absolutely beautiful. A gray sky, but you know, I really like a gray sky. I find, as a photographer, a gray sky is just a beautiful backdrop. And I really like that. I'd much rather a gray sky over a blue sky any day. Anyhow, I'm going to continue with my second breakfast early lunch here, and it's a good job we are resupplying, because this can of fuel is just about empty. But Leo, the gentleman that met me in Walters Falls, he's going to meet me again, and what's left in the supply box that he had for me, I will get, and there is actually 2 cans of fuel in that box, and that 2 cans of fuel should be all I need by far for the rest of this particular hike. So when I do leave on Sunday, Owen Sound, I have around 255 kilometers to go to reach the northern terminus in Tobermory. We're doing okay. A little bit of rain in the air, I can feel it, but it hasn't developed into anything yet, but I think it's going to. But you know what? It's okay. I'm guessing we have around 15 kilometers to go to get to Owen Sound, and then for the next 2 nights, we're in a motel room. Yes, tomorrow is a 0. Got lots to do. Hopefully change a backpack, resupply, pick up some other supplies that I haven't had that I need, evaluate my food supplies, few jobs to do. Okay, I'm going to continue with my second breakfast, early lunch. Talk to you soon. Okay, just take a look at this sign, Bruce Trail Heritage Tree, the Polish soldier tree. In 1942, a Polish soldier carved a heartfelt message into a soft bark of a beech ahead, signing Zeleronzi, whatever, or soldier. The man also included the first words from the Polish national anthem, which translates as "Poland has not yet perished." This old beech is a rare glimpse into the life of Tadeusz Kościuszko, Polish army training camp based in Owen Sound during the early years of the Second World War. Wow. So you know what? We are going to see if we can see that now, because that's amazing. Let's have a look, see. Wow. Here it is right here. Right here. Look at that. I hope you guys see that. Something like that almost brings tears to my eyes. What history lies right there. Absolutely amazing. From the Second World War, a Polish soldier here based in Owen Sound carved that into a tree all those years ago. What his life was like then compared to, well, because of people like him, compared to my life today, I have no fear living where I live. War, hey, I don't need to tell people what that's all about. But you know what? There's a man back in the day who served, and he left a mark behind. So indeed, least we forget. Wow. That is history. Or at least I think so. Anyhow. Okay. Our march forward continues. And you know, it does so thanks to people like that Polish soldier who fought for our freedom. Now right here, the trail takes us right past a KOA, Campgrounds of America. So hey, actually a great place, or a great location right on the Bruce Trail for a night of camping, if that's what's needed. I'm sure obviously they have showers and so on here. Maybe a supply store, I don't know. It's not my intention to spend the night here. It's too early in the day. It just happened that the trail went right past the KOA, so which is also looks like a working, I'm going to say dairy farm, simply because of the cows behind us that we had the little chat with there. But yeah, looks like a great location, great facility that it's here. So yeah, Campgrounds of America right here, just on the outskirts of Owen Sound. As day 25 progresses and we get closer to the actual city or town part of Owen Sound, going past the KOA was interesting, and we had some interesting information. Look at the rock formations behind me. Really quite interesting. The trail ahead of me, very, very challenging. It's almost got a, you know, kind of Jurassic Park kind of feel to it, like you would see on the movies with, you know, the dinosaurs and raptors coming out of the trees and stuff. But I haven't seen any raptors yet, or any other dinosaurs, come to think of it. Wow. We go through there. Well, that's interesting. Look where the trail goes now. Right in here. Well, okay. Then let's see where it goes. Wow. Super, super interesting in here. Very sleepy too. Be very careful not to hurt oneself. So where do we go? Oh, okay. Well, whew. Sorry about the camera shaking around, but it is challenging. We have a blaze there, and then it looks like there's some ladders to climb to go back out of this kind of canyon, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, or to go back out of this canyon, then they've got steps, ladders. Okay, well, this works. Again, sorry about all the jiggling, but trying to do a lot all at once here. Okay, interesting. Look over there. So now I've got to go down here. So I am going to use 2 hands for that. So I'm going to put you guys away for a bit. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is my room, bathroom, bathtub. I have clothes. I did laundry last night here, so I have clothes drying. I got 2 beds. Of course, I use 1. I've got a fridge and a microwave, great TV, great channels. I just got back from buying supplies to resupply with, so this is my supply gear. Take a look here. I'm going to tell you more about that later, but this is the Osprey 70 liter AG, yeah, you know, gravity system. It's going to be great. Outside, this is my view. Kind of overlooking the city, but way, way, way in the distance you can see the escarpment that we'll be traveling over the next couple of days. And we have a parking lot view. But you know what? For the money we paid, 2 nights, the first night being Friday night was 60 Canadian dollars, about 40 bucks American. The second night was $69 Canadian. What's that? 46, 47 bucks maybe a US plus tax for the, so for the 2 nights, you know, in US dollars, I probably paid about $110, and in Canadian dollars, I think it was about $140 with tax. Not a bad little room, perfect actually for me. Not too far away from everything. It's a few kilometers into town to actually shop, but you know, that's fine. So yeah, nice little place. Just wanted to show you that tomorrow morning. Today's Saturday, by the way. It's day 27 now, but today's a 0. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day in my room probably. If I go out, it will just be to get something that I might have forgotten. Otherwise, I'm going to be packing up my gear, checking out my new Osprey bag, which I'm really delighted to have got. Again, thank you to Leo for taking me there today to the store in Epworth to buy this bag. That was awesome. So yeah, I'm going to pack the bag, go over my gear, go over my food supplies, get ready for an early morning start in the morning. And yeah, tomorrow is day 27 and we'll continue towards Wyerton on our push north for our 1010 kilometer hike of the Bruce Trail. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.